Hey guys, welcome back to my channel My Painless Tales. So today's video is going to be a little different. So I've taken organza fabric this time after a very long time, and I'll be showing you how to paint this beautiful lotus along with the leaf as well. So to get this sketch, it's very simple. So I have a printout of the sketch, okay, already, and then I'll be using a carbon paper. So simply place a carbon paper like this, and on top of it you'll be placing the printout, and you'll be using a pen or a pencil to trace the exact outlines, and the sketch will be transferred onto fabric like this. Okay, so I've got many requests previously as well to give the printouts so that you can easily trace the designs on the fabric. And for all of you guys, I've made a file. Okay, so I've made a file with 20 designs for fabric painting. So if you get the file, you can simply download it, print the design, whichever design you like, and then use a carbon paper and trace the design onto the fabric. So I've put a very nominal price for the file, and the link will be in the description box of the video. So simply click on the link, and if you like the content it has, you can simply purchase it and use it to trace designs like this. So without any delay, let's get back to the video. So the tracing is done like this, and I have chosen an organza fabric today. So this is an organza fabric. And I've used embroidery hoop to stretch it properly, because organza fabric is very flowy like this. So definitely have to stretch it properly like this, and only then you can paint it. So coming to painting, I'll be using these three colors. Okay, it's going to be very simple. So I'll be using pink, white, sap green, and I think for the center part I might use yellow, but let's see. So I'll be using a round brush. This is round brush size 7. And then coming to the paints, so I'm using Fevicryl acrylic colors. You can use fabric colors from any other brand as well. So you can use these acrylic colors or fabric colors. I've taken pink color over here, and because I'm using organza fabric, I'll not be using any medium. Medium is not required. I'll be simply using water. So what I'll do here is I'll take a glass of water with me, and then I'll be adding water to the color. Okay, so you can use as much as you want, because organza fabric will not spread the color because of water. So how much ever water you add, wherever you will be painting, the paint will stay only there and it will not spread to other parts of the fabric, which is a very big plus. So I'll be using only water. So I'll keep this paint aside, and then I'll be using white as well, and add some water to white. So there is no issue with water for this particular fabric. So now to get a baby pink shade, I'll be mixing both pink and white together like this. So I'll be having 3 shades with me. One will be dark pink, one will be white, and the other one will be baby pink like this. So I'll be using these shades to paint the lotus. So starting with dark pink, I'm taking dark pink. So you can see how smoothly the brush glides on the organza fabric. So there's no issue with the amount of water or the amount of paint you're taking. Usually is very smooth on organza fabric. Taking some water to spread the color, and then for the next part of the petal I'm taking white here. So likewise you'll have to go petal by petal, and then you'll be filling all the petals with these shades. So because I've added water to my colors, so it will be moving very smoothly. So accordingly you'll have to fill all the petals like this. accordingly, I'll have to fill the rest of the petals as well. The process is going to be the same. You'll have to go according to the shape of the petal in the sketch that we did. So you'll have to go step by step, fill petal by petal according to the three shades that we have. One is going to be white, one is going to be dark pink, and the other is going to be baby pink. So using these three shades, simply fill the rest of the petals. So this is how it is looking once I've finished all the petals. So it will take some time to dry because we have used a lot of water. You'll have to be careful until it is dry. Please make sure you don't touch that part of the fabric, or that part of the fabric isn't touching the table. So you'll have to be very careful about it. So for the center part, I'll be using yellow. So this is chrome yellow. So I'm taking yellow on my palette and then adding some water, and then along with it I'll be using white. So taking some white as well, and then I'll be filling the center part. So to highlight the center part, I'm adding little bit of brown. So this is burnt sienna. I'm mixing it with yellow to get a darker shade, and then I'll be adding few strokes like this in the center. So now we are done with the lotus. We are left with painting the leaves. So for that I am taking sap green. Okay, so I'll be taking sap green and then I'll be mixing it with white. I'm taking green first, and it is very thick, so I'll be adding water. And then first with the dark green that I have, I'll be filling some parts of the leaf, so which are usually the underneath part of the leaf. So after this, to fill the main part of the leaf, I'll be adding some white to the sap green to make it lighter, and then I'll be using that color. So I'm adding white to the green and then adding water, and then I'll be using this color to fill the rest of the leaf. So for this you can take a bigger brush or you can use a flat brush as well, but I like to do the outlines at least with a round brush first because it will give me precision. So while you are painting this green, so make sure this part of the flower is completely dry. If it is wet, the green will mix with the pink as well. So make sure pink is completely dry at this point. So once the outlines are set, then I'll go in with the color and fill it. I'll take the help of water as well. So if you are taking help of water, it will be very easy to spread the color. But if you want pigment, if you want, once the design is completely dry, if you want to see the pigment and if you want it to look very dark, then use less water. But if you're fine with it being very transparent in nature, then you can use more water. So I personally like to use more water because organza fabric is very flowy, so I want that nature of organza fabric to stay. So I like to use water like this. So we are done with the painting part. So if you want to take it to the next level, you can do any kind of highlighting that you want. If you want to do the outlines, you can do that, or you can do the embroidery highlighting as well. So that's completely up to you. But I'm going to leave it here because I want to keep it very simple. So, but you'll have to wait for it to dry. It will take a lot of time because I've used a lot of water as well. So leave it to dry for at least 1-2 hours so that it is completely dry, and then the painting is completely done. So many people ask me questions saying how to set this design as well, like how to set the painting, will it fade or can I wash it and all. So you once the painting is completely dry, if you want to make sure, you can iron it, okay, but iron it from the back side of the painting part with a low heat setting according to the fabric that you have chosen. Iron it and then leave it, and the painting is completely set. So usually dry clean is recommended for these kind of designs, but if you want to wash it at home, you can do a very gentle wash, okay, like soak it for some time, dip it, and then done. And also while you're drying, always dry in a shade, okay. So please follow these instructions and the painting will be set. It will not fade or it will not wash away. Just have to be careful with all these things. So I hope you liked the video. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe. And also, if you want to learn fabric painting from scratch to advance and become a pro in fabric painting, so I have the perfect course ready for you. So I have a fabric painting, ultimate fabric painting course for you guys. It is pre-recorded with lifetime access. It has a bundle of lessons which you can visit anytime, anywhere, from the comfort of your home. It's basically self-paced classes that you'll be listening to or watching them, and you can learn fabric painting at your own pace. So I'll drop the link in the description box. So if you wish to learn fabric painting, just visit the link, check all the details, what it covers, what are the details that I'll be giving and all. If that interests you, you can join the fabric painting course as well. And I hope you liked today's video as well. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.